pause it, okay? So stuff might be a little bit off, but this is the easiest way for me to make a video. Okay, so we stopped at this one, right? Number 8. Didn't we stop at this one? Okay. So I kind of just reiterated what we did here. We just had to look at the example and we just had to follow through on all of the good stuff that you would practical application for a polynomial. Okay. So it's just a practical application. So if you didn't do this one with and our student who shared her screen, then you need to click on view an example because it did take us a little while to get this one done. Okay, so you see the answer key down below. So, you know, your answers should be similar. Of course, that's making noise while I'm recording. Okay, so the answers are there. All right, so the next one. So introducing, sorry, I didn't know it was a lag. So introducing long division. Okay, so does everybody remember how to do long division? Sure. Okay, so I did a little example, so hold tight, it should be popping up. So 4 into 8 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8, but we change the sign and we add. And we get 0, and then you take 4, you divide it into 4, you get 1. 1 times 4 is 4, and we subtract, and we get a 0 remainder, right? You remember doing that? That is exactly what you're doing with long division and polynomials, okay? So you take 3x, right? And you divide it into 9x squared, okay? But this is breaking it down to make it a little bit simpler for you. So it says begin the division process by dividing 9x cubed by 3x. Okay? Are you there with me so far? Did you catch that for your problem, your particular problem? Let me know. I'll go fast. You're going to have to slow me down. Okay, so 9x cubed divided by 3x is equal to 3x squared. Are you okay with that? Okay. So whatever problem you have, it should be very similar. Okay, and then you write the results, right, above. So the result is 3x squared. And I did a little too much. I didn't realize I didn't have to do this. So just don't pay attention to that just yet. That's me doing it if we were really dividing everything. So I kind of, I was thinking we were doing more than we had to do, and we didn't. So write the result above 6x squared. So do you see that you write the 3x squared on top of the 6x squared? You don't write it on anything else because the powers match. That was the point of that. Okay? You get it? Kinda? You kind of get it? Put it above x squared because the x squared. Right, this is right. But well, because you multiply the 3. Hold on. Totally speaking. She can do her quiz. If she says she's finished with her chapter 3 homework, she can do her quiz. No. Oh, the other Miss Jack. She knows where the work is. It's on Pearson. Yep. You don't need to call me for that. So I was trying to answer you. So you multiply the 3x times 2. So, okay, let me go back. Let me just go back because it's probably going to confuse you. I'm trying to see how I can explain that a little bit better. So, hold on. Okay, so do you see the, oh gosh, where do we write it? Okay, so the problem is that I wrote part of the answer in the underline, the fill in the blank, but then I wrote the 6x in the box. They match, right? So those boxes and the 9x cubed and the 3x and the 3x squared, they all match. And I wrote the 6x, I think, in the wrong box. I think that's what I did. Okay. So if I'm trying to catch it. Okay. So when I multiply 3x squared times -2, I'm gonna get, well, just multiply 3x squared times 2, I get 6x squared. That's the only thing that they were trying to get you to see. So write the result of, let's see, begin the process by dividing 9x cubed by 3x, which obtains 3x squared. And then you write the result, you write the result above 6x squared. That was it. I keep trying to multiply. That's my problem. I'm trying to do more than the problem is asking. You just write it above 6x squared. That's where the 6x squared came from. Sorry. I'm trying to do more and I need to slow down. Okay? Trust me, I will edit that part out the video. Yes, ma'am. Huh? Oh, well, you need to go to your teacher? Yeah. I mean, you can always email your teacher too. Oh, then you got to go to attendance. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, moving on. Okay, so this one does a little bit, it does the same thing, but it does it a little bit. Let's see what it's asking. The next step, okay, so they already did the 10x cubed divided by 2x in this one. And they have 5x squared. Do you see that where it says 5x or whatever yours says in number 10? This is number 10, right? Yes? Okay, so in number 10, you should already have that number on top, right? Where did that number come from? So, right. So if whatever your number is, your first one, you divide this first part into it. And it gave you that. So you have to, I think you have to explain how, all right. So it says the next step is to multiply 5x squared to, okay, so it says the next step is to multiply the 5x squared to what? 2x minus 4 for me. What is it for you? Okay, so whatever yours is, it will not let me annotate. Okay, so do you see where mine is? It's 2x minus 4. What is yours? Whatever it is what's next. So you take whatever your expression is on the top, you multiply that to whatever is on the left, okay? So you guys got that part? All right. And then what do you get when you multiply that? So whatever you get, yeah. So do you see what I got? Okay, so you take whatever's on top, multiply it to whatever's on the left, okay? And then you get your result. It's a new expression. So mine is 10x cubed minus 20x squared, okay? And then it's asking you what's the next step. So let me just show you. I'm going to show you on the smartboard because it won't let me draw in Zoom. Okay, so just like you did division, regular division, right? And I'm going to use the 4 into 84 example again. So what is my first step when I divide 4 into 84? I do 4 into 8, right? I get 2. I multiply 2 times 4. I get 8, right? But then I change the sign and I add. It's 0, right? Okay. Then I bring down the 4. Now I divide 4 into 4. With 1 times 4 is 4. I subtract. That means my remainder is 0. You're going to do the same thing here. So now you just have to expression. So you have to multiply twice. Okay? So the second part of the question is asking, what do you do after you get this part? So minus 4. And I thought I messaged all of you and told you all to read your book and do examples in the book because this is probably, is this new to all of you? That was a little bit? Okay. Okay. A warning? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. You shouldn't have a warning for homework. I don't know what that says. I don't know why you would have a warning for homework. Yeah. So I do the same thing as I showed you with long division. So you multiply 5x squared times 2x, you get 10x cubed. Same thing back. But then you have to multiply this times the other one too. Right? This is what I got. That's where I got minus 20x squared, right? But then what did we do when it was 4 into 84? Change the signs and add it, right? So you do the same thing here. So you change the sign and you add. Okay? So what it's asking you is what do you do next? I think you're supposed to be writing this result underneath this right here. So I'm again going a little too far, or further than I have to. But open, girl. Woo! So what it's asking you is where do you write it? And you write it underneath this right here. So whatever yours is what your answer is. Is that sinking in? So you understand the multiplying, you understand how you got that, right? This is what I got here. But then it says, where do you write this? You write it underneath, snatch them up. So the same power, right? Same power, right? That's all you're doing is writing, where do I write it underneath? I picked these problems because they give you steps, because I know that y'all don't read the book. Somehow I know that magically. Is he over there breaking the internet? I always have one student that breaks the internet. It's Manny. Manny's breaking the internet over there. Okay, next one. The next step is to subtract, right? So now this one, oops, it didn't move yet. Oh, that's because I wrote on the board. Oh, right, so here's the next one. At least you can see the frame a little bit better. Are we writing? Are y'all writing stuff down? Are y'all writing down stuff that you see? I would. And view the example. You need to click on your examples. You cannot do this just shooting from the hip. I promise you. If you can, I need you to prove it to me. Because just trying to shoot from the hip with this it's crazy. Now I know your minds are younger than mine, but when I learned this, I was closer to y'all's age. So I had to practice to get good at this. From here on out, from this math level and above, I had to practice. Otherwise, I was going to not do well on my test. And I was the kind of person, that's the only time I really am competitive is when it comes to test taking and mathematics. I don't care about no other subject. But you wasn't going to take no points from me in math. I wasn't having it. So when they did it, they still did it, write your red pen all over my test. I'm still mad. But I saw my mistake. And I said, I'm not going to do that again. Sometimes your mistake could be just a negative sign. That's why we start silly. I remember one time when I was taking calculus, the answer, I'm just talking about. We're going to go over that in a second. He's texting me out with all of the stuff we got. Solution manuals are there to help you, though. Solution manuals are what I use to do all of the practice. So what you are doing, we didn't used to do this. When I was in college, we didn't do homework. We had to do it, but we didn't get graded. We didn't get a grade for it. Our professors checked it. They would check it, but they didn't give you no grade. So you was in trouble if you didn't do it. But I don't know what the consequence was because I always did what I was supposed to do. I always did my homework. So anyway, so what you're finding in this one is you're actually multiplying the 2x, the 3x, the 6x squared, 2x to the negative 5 to the negative 10x, and then we change the signs in that. So that's what's happening right here. So it says the next step is to subtract 6x squared minus 10x, 16x. So when you change the sign here, this is minus, that is plus, you get 16x squared. Okay, so you do yours. Are you able to do yours? Okay. I gotta write it on the side though, because I'm right. What's wrong with you? I'm hungry. I got it. Oh my God. At least you hungry. That means you don't have to come up. Oh, girl, it is. Once it's Thanksgiving, the other one is Easter. Always around the holidays where you can eat a lot. That's where people get it. I don't want it. I'm not in New York. People call my math on. Okay, ready? So this is what you have in front of you, right? Number 11? Yeah. So you take 2x times this, you get 6x squared. 2x times this, you get minus 10x, right? That's what you got, right? Okay. So how do you add? What do you do in this long division? You change the signs and you add. This is gone. That's 0x squared, and this is 16x. That is where I got 16x. So what is yours? It should be right. Everybody should be right. I'm trying not to eat, but I eat so much food with the past week that I gotta gradually fast. And drink more water. Do you have a 0x squared? That's not a because 6x squared minus 6x squared is 0. Right, but that you don't have to write that, right? Yeah, you do. Because it matters when we get to static division. It matters if we have a missing term. So if I write 3x cubed plus 1, I'm missing 2 terms. What are they? The 3x cubed, I'm missing the 0x squared plus the 0x. I'm missing 2 terms. This matters when it comes to figuring out polynomial division. You have to write in the missing terms. This is the first problem, right? That's the first problem. This is why I tell y'all to read your book. It is important for you to read it. I know you don't want to, but you should. Because I can't read, I'm not reading the book to you. That's never happened. Y'all are too old. Okay? No, we're not gonna kumbaya. So how do we bring it down? There you go. Boom. Somebody said it. We bring it down. Okay? I think what do you do? And then what do we end up with is down at the bottom. 16x minus 4. See that? That's what I ended up with right here. Boom. So you got it's a placeholder to show you what you know. I didn't say put it in there. Look at my it's okay. I've been stressed out. That's stressing me out. They sent an email yesterday and talked about I know there's been a lot of stress with strike. And then he wrote a whole 2-page essay, an email, talking about don't do this and do that and don't do this. I said, no, you stressing me out. You don't read it? I scan. I'm a scanner. I put it open. I read real fast, like and then when it got heavy down, I said, I'm gonna read more. Because I'm not full time there. Okay, do you get it? You get it? You got it? You got part of it right, but then part of it wrong. It's your fault for telling me I have to put 0. No, you didn't. I was showing you the work. Just showing you the work, ma'am. All right, moving right along. Okay, I just explained all of that.
It says that I have part of it right and then part of it wrong.
So yours is not 0x squared though. This is, and then it looks like you have 8 times 2. Yeah. All right, try number 12 on your own. Go. Use the example, which obtains, so the next step is to subtract 8x from, which I think you just get 0, not 0x squared. 0.
It's not those make the same.
No, I think it's 0. Oh my God. Oh, why do you all? Yes, ma'am. Yeah, no, he's playing. He stayed playing. Oh, well, it said that I thought it said tardy. Do you see that in the system? That he was tardy. Okay. Well, if I marked him, like I don't mark them, it just says DOS. It doesn't matter, right? Okay, but I thought I saw somebody mark him. Maybe I just saw it. I can't see. Okay, I'll check it. I'll check it to make sure. All right, bye. All right, she don't know her. It's bad. So you bring down the -4, and then you get, yeah, that should be right. 36 minus 36x minus 4. That should be right. Okay. Oh no, which one is it saying is wrong? The next step is subtract 8x. Well, wait, let me look at mine. So the next step is to subtract No, I think you have to write the whole term. So you write 8x squared plus 4 over here. Or sorry, yeah, 8x squared plus 4. No, it's backwards. It's 8x squared minus 32x minus 32x. So you're taking this one from what's above it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then
From 8x squared plus 4x. That should be right. Yeah. And then which obtains, no, it doesn't obtain 0. So when you add these, you get, that's where you get the, no, it's the whole term. Or no. You get 36x. It's 36x. They separate it.
Oh, okay.
And then bring down the -4, and then that's the end.
-4, and then so it stays the same.
No, this one's just 36x.
Okay, 36x -4, and then put this.
Mm-hmm. That's the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Make sure you write all that down too. Thank you. All right. Did you give 12 a try, people? I am going to. I gotta fix some attendance thing. What you mean you can't do 12? There's no example for that one? I don't know. Oh, for none of them? Okay, so this one actually takes you through all the steps. So watch me up there. Just watch that and then tell me to stop if you need. I need to check attendance and you fix something. Okay, let me pause it right here. So do you understand how the problem got that far? Okay, well, that's good. Manny, you understand how I got that far? Okay, so at the end, do you see the very end right there? So well, how did I get 52 on mine? Change the signs and you. Okay, y'all pick it up. So I changed the signs and what I do? But what math operation did I do? Yeah, he's grayed out. I didn't mark him present. The boy is grayed out. What is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all just waste my time. I'm gonna email her because y'all just wasted my time with silly stuff.
See that? What did you say? You're getting ready to eat your heart.
I know I said grayed out. So they called me to ask if I marked somebody present. He's suspended. But I thought I saw that they marked him late. But it wasn't that he was marked late. The thing is grayed out. You know how you can't click on the radio button because it's already gray? You can't click on it. So I didn't do anything. She's like, did you mark him present? I don't think so, because I remember it being grayed out. And it is. So you wasted my time. I don't have patience for it. I ain't got time for this, okay? Me neither. I keep saying your name. I have to. Do you care if your name is in the YouTube video? Because I'm gonna have to go through the video and then make sure I delete anything when I say the name. But if you don't care, then I'm not going to delete it. Okay. So did you get your answer in your? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Where you're 52, I got 63, and now I don't know what to. How that's the quotient is. How do I do that?
Okay. So the next box, it says completing the step designated by the question mark obtains. Do what you got the question mark. Yours is whatever. The quotient is whatever's on top. Do you see what's on top? 3x minus 10 for me. What is yours on top? That's the quotient. 3x. Okay. The quotient is 3. For me, it's 3x. I'm going to let mine play. Okay. So then the way that you write it in the end, so when you get to the end of it, you write 3x, whatever yours is, minus 3x minus 10. Okay. So you write your results. So you got your 3x minus 10 plus whatever number you got over what you originally divided by. Oops, hold on. Do you see it? I paused it. Yeah. You see it? So what is yours? My ladies in the front, why are y'all still on your phone? Are y'all literally doing what we're doing? Oh my God. Oh my God. Did he get mad at the computer? He was like, really, the computer made you that mad? Alyssa and Alicia, are you all doing these while we're doing these? You know I can check, right? Don't be telling me no stories. Because it looks like y'all on the phone. Somebody's gonna come in here and observe me, and y'all are gonna be on your phone. That's a bad look. That's not a good look. Does anybody have any more questions about 13? I mean 12. Because I'm gonna move on because I'm running out of time. Okay. This literally gives you the answer. Oops. Did I really go? Okay, there we go. So this is the progression that you follow. So this gives you a little bit of vocabulary. Can you see all the answers at the bottom, ladies and gentlemen? I literally am giving you the answer, but please read what you're putting in. Make sure you read that. Everybody good with this one? Are we good with this one or no? If you're not on this one, go to it now because this is a freebie. We're about to do it. Yay. Love it. You actually will like it more than polynomial division, I think. Because you're like me. You remind me of myself. So you probably will like it. Most people do synthetic division. They're like, why do we do the long division then? Why can't we just do synthetic? Okay. Now, here's the deal. Because you all probably like synthetic division more, when the guy comes to observe me, this is what we're going to do. And when he comes, we're going to be at the boards and you are going to pretend you are teachers and I am going to watch what you do. What thing? You know, you ask the people that's in the audience, which is the students. Who? Oh, no, don't ask. Oh, you could. You know what? That might be a good idea. Because I don't know this dude. Yeah, and I don't trust what they be doing. They be playing games. Oh. I mean, he's another math professor and he teaches Calc 3. So every time they send somebody to observe me, I go look them up. I sure do. Oh, period. What? And if I see they got bad reviews, I'll be like, ooh, okay. Anyway, so did you all get 13 checked in, check the boxes? Did you read it? Liz is telling me yes, I'm moving on. Are you sure you did it? All righty. All right, synthetic division. So please write my example, okay? Just do what I do and then try to apply it to yours because we're running out of time, okay? So do you see my example here? Just write the polynomials down and what it's being divided by, okay? All of you have the same work in ISL. You should be seeing it. You should be seeing long division. I probably gave y'all some of the stuff that y'all are doing is a little bit harder. Some of them, not all of them. Okay, does everybody have this written down? You got it? Manny? Is Manny writing anything? Anybody? Did somebody say wait? Who said that? Raise your hand who said wait. Oh, okay. And okay, I couldn't see your face. Okay, I need to get ready for my next class. Oh, I know, but I'm not ready for the next class. I was too busy watching the election results last night, honey. First time I watched the news in a whole year. I'm talking about the news that reports the election results. Yeah. I was excited. I couldn't stop watching it. I was so excited. Anyway, what was I doing? Did you write mine down? Okay. No, I don't think you should have it in your head. That's not good. All right, here we go. I'm going to explain it as best I can. So I think I go to your book. Okay. So this is in section 3.3 of your book. Okay. And look at the book. Look at what it does. It gives you, or sorry, let me start over because I think I started over. I was on the bus, by the way, when I did all of this, and the bus was rocky. That bus driver hit every bump from coming back from New York. So there's the long division, the regular long division that you learned probably in 5th grade or so, okay? So I just want to show you that that's in the book, and then let me go ahead a little bit more. And then here are the steps. Oops, you can't see them yet. Here are the steps for the long division with the polynomials. That's why I said read your book. If you really want to dive deeper and really make sure you understand, there are the steps. Okay. And let me see, are we at the, so this is long division. Oh, and then I know that some of you said that you really, really like steps, right? Well, if you go to page, I don't know what page this is. Hold on. What page is this? I don't know. I can't see it. I can't see it because I cut it off. Because you know you got to make your video long ways for YouTube, and I think the page number's cut off. But anyway, it's in 3.3. So you can find it in 3.3, but there's all of your steps, okay? It's a lot. Do I know that? Yes. It's a lot of steps, okay? So you can read them to yourself, and then, you know, you can go to that page in your book later. And then let's see. We're still at long division here. So there's more examples, right? So there's the example. That's a very long one. That's to the 4th power. Okay. There you have a remainder type problem. And here's synthetic division. Okay. Now, this is what I need you to pay attention to. This is what I need you to pay attention to. And this is why I told you to write down mine. Do you see? Do you see this polynomial right here? Don't really look anywhere else, just right here. You see that? Yeah. These numbers up here come from here. Right? So you remember what coefficient means, right? Remember what coefficient means? It's a coefficient. That's right. So x cubed, there's a 1 in front of it. X squared, there's a 4 in front of it. X, the minus 5 in front of it, and the constant term is the last thing you write. Is that hard? Can you say that again? So the thing that we're dividing into.
Oh, it's on top. See what the little box. I was just looking at the equation up there.
So, but think about it.
Oh, no.
Think about it. Where do you think the 3 came from? Good. That's good. So the only thing that's tricky is if this was x plus 3, you would have this would be negative. Okay, that's the only thing you gotta be careful of. Because the form, I don't even know if it's on here, but the form is x. I'm sorry, it's right here. The form is x minus c. So the form is kind of like a formula, but it's not really called a formula. We call it a form. It's like the theory. The theoretical way to do something, right? Usually doesn't involve any numbers. Anytime you see a theory or a definition, doesn't usually involve numbers, but it represents numbers. Okay? So x minus c, again, if it's minus, it's in the right form, that means that this is positive 3. But if this was x plus 3, you will put a minus in front of it. Okay, so the only thing you got to understand where the coefficients come from. Is somebody that put more?
I must say, I understand 1, 4, negative 5, and 5. The whole top row, I know where it is. What about 3, 21, and 3?
Okay, so I'm gonna explain it next. So you bring the first number down. You multiply 1 times 3. Place it here. You add. Okay. 7 times 3. 21. You add 16 times 3. So this is your remainder over here. If it's 0, you have no remainder. Okay? Right? Okay, you think it's easier than long division, right? We're going to work over here compared to this. So you bring down the 1. Okay. You multiply. You place it here. You add 7 times 3 is 21. You add 16 times 3 is 48. You add, and normally I write a little line here, so I know that that's the remainder. But if it's 0, you have no remainder. So that's wrong with it. Anyway. So how do you figure out what the new polynomial is, right? This thing right here. See, this thing right here is long division. This matches this. So whatever you started with, right? So you started with a power of 3. This will be 1 less than 3. So this will be the x squared. This will be the x term, and this is the complicated term. Okay? So you see that they match. All right? But you have a remainder. So you have to write plus 3 over, is it x minus 3? Okay. Now, what I need you to understand is that you do not, unless you are some kind of genius, you're not going to understand this by doing 1 or 2 problems. You got to do more than that. Which is why I keep recommending that you read the book. That's why I put the book in the video. Because as I was on the bus, I was like, what? Who is this? Okay? So you should read. If you don't want to read every word of the book, at least do the examples in the book. Try them. Because they're already done. So all you do is just read the stuff on the side. And that's why I like Pearson. Because Pearson explains everything. They don't leave nothing out. They got little bubbles. Okay? A brain break. Girl, this is fun. We ain't even halfway through the video. Oh, I love it. Girl, I still didn't teach y'all the difference quotient. Anyway, do you see the steps? You see this? This is why I like your book. This is why I like your book. Look at that. It gives you all the steps. It shows you with an example the steps. Okay? Now, those of you that are doing the IXLs, you have my video. Okay? So, you know, you get the opportunity to look at a book as well. The book. You know. All right? Use your book. Use the videos in your book. There are more examples. So I'm going to fly through some of that and then go back to the original problem. All right. So all you have to do in number 14 is replace the boxes with the numbers. The first step is to write the what? The 3. Also, I do you see, I do it a little backwards. I like write the division symbol upside down. I like it that way. You don't have to do it my way. You can do it whatever way you want. But I don't like the little box and then writing the numbers. I think it helps me stay organized with columns. I don't know. Okay. So did I do something? I think I did I make a mistake? 3, 7. I think I did more than I had to do. That's what I did. I did more than I had to do. So all I had to do was write the coefficients. Okay. So I started doing the actual synthetic division. I don't think I had to do that. So yeah. So yours is, do you understand what you have to plug in, everybody? Okay. I'm gonna fly past it because I think I did more than I was supposed to. Okay, so 15, I'm gonna let you work on that on your own. I did it in the video, so I'm gonna let it play, but you can do this on your own. Oh, why did I go backwards? I don't know why I went backwards. So you see all my steps. I multiply it back. And I wrote x cubed. I just noticed I made a mistake. I wrote x cubed squared and it's x cubed. Oh, I fixed it. Okay, I fixed it. All right, so multiplying it back, I get x cubed plus x squared, change the signs, and I add. I get 4x squared. Did I write the square? I did. And then I bring down the 8x, and then I do it again. So what I'll do, I'll wait for this to be finished. Luckily, I had more room. Knowing me, I probably was waiting for the bus to stop shaking. So you divide x into 4x, you get 4, multiply it back, right? Get the same thing back. You change the signs and you add, and you end up with a 0 remainder. So now remember, there are ways to factor this, right? The old-fashioned way that you learned probably in Algebra 2, but this is another way. So it's the same thing, it's just doing it a little bit different, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop here. When this turns into a Zoom, I will download it and I will upload it immediately to YouTube for those of you who need it. And then I'll see if I can do the rest of the problems with my voice over it on my own on my break. What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, I probably have time on my break. Okay. So, but do read, do at least, if nothing else, try to do the examples in the book.